Hey, we're starting out. Smart and Mild. How y'all doing today?
What's up? What's up?
Usually we play music, but today we're not.
Live from LA.
Live from Los Angeles, Venice Beach, California. Homeless beatings, capital of the world.
I got my Minnesota hat on today.
We love it.
Got a rep.
I've been meaning to tell you. I actually didn't tell you this off camera, but I saw a homeless fight yesterday. No joke. In an alleyway when I was shooting this video, and
Did you have enough time to put your bed in before it ended?
Bed in? Oh
A
no,
bet.
I didn't unfortunately. But what I did see is like I guess it was a dark alleyway, and these silhouette of these two people, like it was a tent and these two guys, and he has a pole in his hand. He's like, hey man, obviously I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, hey man, you fucked my bitch. You know,
Okay.
I'm gonna get like why'd you do that, right?
Okay.
So he literally grabs his pole, starts hitting this tent with the pole, and the guy gets out with his and he gets his bike, and he's like, they're all arguing, yelling. He's like, hey man, and he's like, oh man, you fucked my bitch, and he just like starts swinging, get the fuck out of here, swinging the pole, hits his bike, swinging,
God.
hits him a couple times, swinging. It didn't look that bad. I mean, whatever. And
But it was heating up.
It was heating up, and it was getting pretty wild. And then eventually the guy kind of just like took his bike and just like, really, you a bitch or whatever, and then just like rolled away. But that was interesting in the alleyway. We were really pumped about it. But what was interesting is that my friend's car was right to the right side of it.
Okay.
And they were kind of like bumped. Like literally, the guy would take the pole, swing back, hit his car, and then hit the guy, and it was like ding ding. It's just like,
oh my
and
God.
that was interesting. So it was like that whole thing was like 45 seconds, but it was a pretty good 45 seconds at that. Definitely the best 45 seconds of yesterday. I liked it.
Oh, I just realized I got a little paid thing. We found the best market in Los Angeles today.
We did. We found
Rainbow Grocery.
Rainbow Groceries. It's not.
I don't know if it's Rainbow Grocery, but it's some. Look at this. Oh, I'm putting it right there.
Oh, that's fly. That's pretty fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rainbow. Rainbow Groceries or whatever. Rainbow vegetables, whatever the shit is called.
All of our energy is coming from there right now.
Literally, that is not a joke. All the food that we got there, sandwiches. I got a sandwich, apple juice, a fucking zucchini bread, a collagen bar, and a coffee for $16. If we went to Erewhon, how much do you think that shit would have cost?
$50.
$50 fucking dollars, just because the name is Erewhon and it's in Venice Beach and Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm. Our sandwich alone could have been $50 at Erewhon.
$50. Like this place, that Erewhon puts Whole Foods to shame. Like Whole Foods is for the broke rich people now. Like.
Yeah,
it's for real.
For real.
And like I'm just like there's like levels of grocery stores. Like I just found out Erewhon was like a thing a couple weeks ago. Who knows what's that I don't know.
But this spot is like the Trader Joe's to Erewhon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if Erewhon was to Whole Foods, what Trader Joe's is, right?
Right. But like
what we know it to be.
Sure.
This is like the Trader Joe's equivalent.
Right.
And it is so dope. The prices are nice. It's all fresh. It is my favorite grocery store. And
the people there aren't like mad at you for no reason. You know what I mean?
Everything's made fresh on site.
Fresh on site. They're not like giving you food just for rolling up in a slimy Nissan. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're like, hey, like welcome. You know what I mean? They're nice.
They don't check how many followers you have at the door.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like if you ain't like rolling with at least 10,000, get the fuck out. You know they don't do that. So. Soon to be, and if we give them enough props, they're gonna start puffing their chest out. So, shout out to this place that we don't even barely know the name of, Rainbow Groceries or Vegetables,
I don't know
whatever.
If it's, Rainbow Market
or something like that. It was great. Shout out to our boy, our crypto god downstairs who showed us the way, getting us in crypto. We were talking crypto earlier today.
Mm-hmm. So we do have a crypto professional,
deep in
elite, yeah, coming on real soon. Not today. Chill out, Reddit. I saw that they're kind of popping up.
Yeah.
No. You can go away.
Yeah, and
we're gonna 10 extra viewers. Just go away. Right. It's all right.
We're gonna have that conversation on Reddit with everyone to see, because we want Wall Street bets to jump in, all the crypto markets to jump in, Ethereum family especially, and because our boy, he's getting the fuck out of Ethereum, and because Ethereum Bitcoin's going down.
XRP to the moon.
And Cardano to the moon, and pull all your money out of Bitcoin because it's all gonna crash. Anyway,
that's all we know at this point.
That's all we know at this point.
That's all we can report. I feel like a weatherman. We're not even standing next to the weather. We're like in the studio, and we're like, we'll get back to Jerry in a second.
Right.
But it sounds like the hurricane's coming in for Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Right. Yeah. Like we're like that type of person. Like we like the weatherman wasn't even there, and we like saw the information online real quick, and we like told the other guy to tell the people, and we're like, yo, like. rain. Like,
yeah, I mean, if we were weather guys, if we were like teamed up in like a KT whatever LA studio, we would literally be just watching weather.com.
Yeah,
and we'd be calling it the Doppler radar report.
Right.
Just from the $5 million Doppler radio that we don't even know how to turn on.
Not even at all. Like Google is the way, my brother. So so we didn't go to college. This is not financial advice. Do not sue us. So we really appreciate you. So there's a couple things I want to talk about today. Big show today. Big show's coming up, by the way, too.
Monster show coming up.
Probably likely Friday. And we got maybe somebody coming into the studio later on today who, might, we might have to have a little talking to on live. We want to make sure we get the messages straight.
Up.
Yeah. We're going to talk to him on live because we want to make sure we get the message through to our guy coming soon. So
okay, we can get that connected. We're all right.
So we're really pumped about that. We had a crazy weekend. It was your freaking birthday.
That's right.
It was your freaking birthday.
That's right. 34.
30 freaking 4, right? And we went to this place in Venice Beach, right? We had like basically a warehouse to your birthday. Set it up real nice and clean. Same place we did our comedy show.
You had another comedy show.
Essentially, maybe.
If there's a mic and then there's a stage
and there's alcohol,
they're gonna get the churro god whether they like it or not. And they not only liked it, they wanted it.
It was I don't know if I could have told a whole full blown comedy show and I wouldn't even remember. Like it was like, so what happens is like we had his birthday party. Love this guy, big fan. And obviously you get drunk and we ran out of tequila. I was very disappointed about that. We had to go back to the store and go get tequila. Obviously I had consumed and gave everyone shots.
You were yelling at the person who was like managing the space.
Really?
That we don't have enough tequila before the party started.
Yeah, before the party started. Yeah.
And I was like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, because
I couldn't even tell it to him in that environment.
Yeah.
Because she's looking at me, she was like, hey, LJ, there's for sure only 40 people coming, right?
No.
And you're looking at me going, LJ, we don't have nearly enough alcohol.
Nowhere near. We had like 5 bottles. We're like, this is not enough. Hell no.
And I'm like, yes, there's only 40 people coming. And then you're like,
son,
but no one's going to be happy with how much alcohol is here.
0 people. You know what I mean?
So then 45 minutes in,
yeah,
I have you going, told you so.
Yeah, I'm like,
the tequila's gone. Tequila's gone.
Yeah.
Your fault, my problem.
Yeah. And I'm like, we gotta go get fucking tequila.
Yeah.
No, it's like ran that bitch out. We got the boy. Get ready to bring your dad. We went to go get tequila. Actually, I did bring your dad. We went to go get tequila real quick.
Yeah.
And then Brock came back with the bottle, gave everyone shots. Maybe had a conversation or two, and I don't remember what happened after that.
Yeah.
So how was the party? I gotta ask you that question because how was it? Because I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you had a killer comedy set. That was awesome. We had some Arabic dancing.
Yeah, we did.
From the curly-headed overlord.
I partially remember announcing her, but that was it. Like,
yeah.
I remember you saying like, you were like, announce curly-headed overlord, and I was like, okay, and then I went on stage, was like, Elof, and then blank out. That's it.
Yeah.
Lights, and she was like,
Logan Paul just clunked you in the head.
Yeah, and that was it.
Or it's how Jake Paul's gonna feel real soon on August 28th.
Real soon.
Twinker.
Real soon. And we're gonna get back to that. Don't get us wrong.
But it was unbelievable. We got to launch our nonprofit, Love Wins.
Yeah.
You can check that out. We got a Patreon, Love Wins Foundation.
Love Wins.
So if you want to start being able to grow in the support of what we're building in Watts.
Yeah.
And then, dude, it was fun people. We were just kind of chatting.
Yeah.
Dancing, good music. And it's something we're going to be able to start hosting. It looks like monthly.
Yeah.
So, it's a collab. Love Wins, Smart and Mild. You're going to get a lot of comedy. You're going to get live music and live performances.
Yep.
We're just trying to bring Venice back a little bit.
Venice back. 100%.
Which only first year in Venice, so I didn't know what Venice was like before, but like we're just bringing it back.
We're bringing it back, new style, because all the people of the transplants already have left. So we're either dealing with the people that have stayed or the new people that are here, and we're gonna show them the new way, the way of Venice.
Right. And so it's gonna be interesting for the folks that have already been around here, because we don't know what it's like.
We don't know, and we don't really care either, because clearly they have been taking care of it. So we're gonna start a new wave on top of that. We're gonna gentrify ourselves. We're gonna gentrify our own way and make Venice our own, essentially.
That is one of my biggest problems is I've never been able to be in an apartment that wasn't gentrified.
Yeah.
So anytime that I've ever moved to a place, everyone's like, man, like it's getting gentrified. I'm like, I just moved in.
Yeah.
It's complete.
Yeah.
The gentrification that you've heard's coming for 10 years, I just got the key it's done now.
It's done
So it would be interesting to know what a neighborhood felt like to live in before gentrification, because I always hear it was better.
Right.
But like, I will never be able to experience that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. Good question.
Sorry, Venice.
Yeah, I mean, so
can't help you.
You know, it's interesting because I came with an understanding of like Venice actually sucked before in years, and it was very crime ridden actually, and then like it was decent, and then the pandemic happened, and then now it's not, but that's okay, and it's still gentrified, and that's okay. It is what it is. Now more black people are moving in. Now we're gentrifying again in reverse. So because the rent's low. So I'm really So anyway, my point is that we're gonna gentrify our own culture, our smart and mild culture, into Venice.
Yeah, Beach. Smart and mild is they're gentrifiers.
We are gentrifiers for sure.
Yeah,
so, and then we're mixed. So 50-50. No one gets mad. Maybe, probably.
But you can't
because we have Iraqis, we have Asians, we have everybody in this bitch. So you
Norwegian
Swedes. You can't get.
I'm mixed.
Yeah,
technically.
Yeah,
we had a fight. People don't want to talk about Norway and Sweden. They had a brutal brat.
Yeah, they had a brutal. Yeah, no one's talking about it because no one really knows or whatever.
And nobody cares.
Yeah, no one cares. I was kind of gonna say that, by the way. But yeah, but like, but then the Reddit commenters are gonna be like, yeah, what about Nigeria and Biafra? I know what happened, starvation, whatever. Anyway,
but we're talking about what's happening in Venice this summer.
This summer, it's gonna be lit as all can be, and we are creating literally a whole culture and comedy set and community around what we're doing, and it's gonna be the best thing that's ever happened in Los Angeles. Best thing ever happened. So if you want to join, come hit us up on Smart and Mild. Our pages are growing like crazy. And hit us up on our Instagram because that's the best place to hit us up. And you know, it's gonna be dope. We're really pumped about it. So let's get into our story for today because I'm a little I don't know how I feel about this.
Really? So you have some like juice. You're feeling a little way.
I'm feeling a little way. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with our boy John Cena. Like, what is happening? Because like our boy, he's speaking Mandarin now. Like he's like, and then like he's telling the Chinese people, I'm sorry about that. I called Taiwan a country when it actually is, and he's like sorry because I want to sell Fast 9 movies and create my other movie down there, and like I'm sorry.
Well, he went full LeBron on this.
I mean,
he took it way past LeBron.
He took it further. He said it in Mandarin.
This is one of my issues with LeBron.
He like invested
is the fact that people jump on him a little too quick. Don't get me wrong. I think everybody deals with being a hypocrite. This show could actually be called The Hypocrites.
Oh yeah,
because you're gonna experience some hypocritical shit.
100%
within 5 minutes.
Yeah,
we might cross the line
within the episode multiple times.
So when like LeBron gets a little hypocritical, I don't really care because I also don't look him at as a moral leader.
Yeah, fuck Cena. Yeah,
but Cena went way past LeBron.
Way past it. I think what did LeBron James say? He was like, I don't even know. He's like something about, I don't know what he said about China. Whatever.
Didn't he just say he liked the airlines or something? And then like he was like, oh, but we chilling. And then people were like, but do you realize what they're doing? Because there is a genocide.
Yeah, Tibet, and we get it.
But he's like, shh.
Yeah, hush, hush. So
but John Cena goes to language classes on it.
John Cena, he totally forgot about the whole Tibetan thing. He totally forgot about the whole Hong Kong thing. He was just like, listen, Taiwan is a part of China, even though it isn't. And he was like, I must say this because the Chinese people are gonna get mad at me. They're gonna cancel all my movies, and because I wasn't making enough money from WWE, All American, and all those football movies that I made here in America, because I don't have enough money in my wallet, I have to say sorry to the Chinese people because I recognize Taiwan as a state. Now,
in Mandarin,
I am disappointed by that.
Remember,
quite a bit.
I mean, like Obama got caught with a low bow.
Yeah. How dare you bow to John? How dare you, John? All that shit.
He did a little bit too low of a bow.
Yeah.
I mean, Cena goes, that's the lowest bow you can have.
Lowest.
Which actually, I think knowing how to chop it up in Mandarin, good for you, John.
Yeah.
Love that.
Right.
It was towering down to the dictatorship,
son,
and just like leaving,
son.
Come on.
He choked on them nuts, my guy. Like you can't even get you're all up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like. And I'm sad. Like I am so disappointed in my boy Cena because we created him. We as Americans created this man. WWE, WWF, all these promotions, all these movies, all these fucking, like, I'm an American, I got a shotgun, all this shit, right? And then you like, oh, we're sorry. No. The U.S. military that you, by the way, are very supportive of, having to
John Cena is?
No. John Cena is a big supporter of the U.S. military, obviously. The fucking U.S. Navy can't even go through the Taiwan Strait anymore without fear of getting bombed by China. Because they're like, oh, shit. Like, we're trying to protect Taiwan from being its own state. And now, like, this is the U.S. military is really doing it. I'm sure John Cena actually knew this. But anyway. And without fear of getting bombed. And then, like, because we were trying to protect Taiwan as a country. Because not only are they a country in their own shit, but they have all of our fucking microchips that we're now in shortage of. And if China can't take control of it, I mean, you know how that goes. Anyway, Taiwan is a country, and we know that. So, John Cena, fuck John Cena, and now all of our microchips are going to be gone because of him.
But this is the thing.
Yeah,
we have to stop being so surprised that some dude from the WWE is clout chasing. He's clout chasing off of China. That's really the reality. He's a clout chase.
You know, wait. You just gave me an idea. You just gave me a good point, right? How hard are we getting on John Cena? But, like, how hard have we not gotten on The Rock, though?
I mean, wasn't The Rock running for president of the United States kind of as a little Republican-ish?
He was getting ready to. Yeah. With it, yeah.
But we don't know. Like, him and Kevin Hart probably are making all that fabletics stuff over in China somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you fucking tell me. And all his toys and shit. And John Cena is clout chasing. How is John Cena? How is Jay? Let's just pay China and be.
Oh, how is he clout chasing? He's clout chasing off of China.
Yeah,
he's saying he's gonna just work the way they want him to work.
Yeah,
it's like as if you like lived in a housemate. Let's say you're in the hype house.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who's running the hype house is an asshole.
Does something stupid,
but you still hang out with them.
Yeah,
to be able to be seen in the pictures, to be seen cool. It's called clout chasing 101.
Yeah, called
see it all the time.
Yeah, it's clout chasing. Yeah, and remember, like, this guy wants his movie sold, and I get it from his perspective. But my point is, this man is an American that we made, and we are very disappointed, extremely disappointed, and that's coming from a Negro. So I'm very not happy about him.
He just looks like the problem is his look.
Yeah,
he looks like a guy who's supposed to be like really pro, which so I am cool with like. Him, he's been doing this liberal, like heavy liberal stuff for a while now.
Heavy.
So
even Fox News is calling him a wuss, son. Like that's short from calling you a pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for cursing so much, but I'm just not happy with my boy John Cena.
Yeah, bad publicity equals good publicity. Maybe this is a play.
Yeah.
I actually
can't see me. Yeah, we can. So
yeah.
Anyway. I don't know, sports and everything. Let's talk about real American sports, right?
America
NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
My Lakers are doing horrific. They're 3-2. We lost the Suns yesterday by like 30 fucking points, and I'm not happy about that. LJ, I am not fucking happy.
Did LeBron blow it?
He got hurt. He walked off stage. Everyone was walked off the court. Excuse me. Everyone was all mad at him or whatever.
Was it as bad as Fox News made it seem?
Probably not. Because sometimes they tend to blow shit up. But like he was hurt. He walked off stage, walked off court. I get it. You don't want to walk off from like just being Lakers and 8. That's really funny. You don't want to walk off because of your team, even if you're hurt. But like at the same time, like LeBron, like Mamba mentality, like either stay on court to watch your team or fucking keep playing for goodness sake. So
you should be iced, literally probably in a cast. With a towel still.
Right.
Going, go team go.
Go team go.
You got to turn into the biggest cheerleader if you're that guy in that time.
Son, I want a live view of you in the hospital talking about go team go if you have to walk off the court.
They're live casting him from the Megatron.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, we're just tapping LeBron back in here.
Yeah.
He is in an ambulance.
Yeah.
They're still pumping on his chest.
Yeah.
But he does want it. He's live on Insta right now.
Still here.
We're with you.
Watching the game. You know what I mean? That's what Kobe would do. So... Mama mentality, my point is like, our boy Contavious Cowboy Poison standing up. Our Drummond was doing the best. Like, everyone was stepping up to the game. But our boy Anthony Davis was just hurt. And our main, like, our second in command, our guy. like was just lacking. He was gone all game. And
so will everybody be back now? Like coming into what they play tomorrow? It's
3-2. Like we're getting ready to lose. Like it's at a 4. Like Suns are up 3-2 right now. One more game and they're at one more game. They go back to Staples Center. But one more game and they fucking lose. They either have to go to games. They have to win the next 2 games. Game 7 to win the series after round 1, and then they have to fight. Then they have to play probably either the Clippers or the Denver Nuggets, which is probably likely.
So even though I like LeBron as a person more than Michael Jordan,
sure,
not that really matters, but LeBron seems like a cool guy. He seems like a guy you'd want to be your friend.
Sure.
But and Michael Jordan seems like a guy that you'd want to go to Vegas with.
Yeah.
And you probably don't talk to him much outside of. He's like a party friend,
right?
A gambling buddy,
right?
Maybe a golfing, but I don't golf, so it doesn't work.
Yep.
But would this put to rest the whole like LeBron or Michael? Like Michael would finally have the
right.
I got this
because
LeBron's lost a lot of playoffs, but then again he's been in a lot too.
Yeah,
which is bizarre.
He's been in a lot of playoffs, but remember he's been in a lot of playoffs is essentially as a Cavalier, and when he was essentially doing it by himself, and I got to give him credit for that as a Cavalier. As a Laker, even when he was in playoffs, when he had like no team, he had all the fucking like the Lonzo Balls and the Brandon Ingrams of the world, and like he still made the playoffs. Good for them. But like actually no, that year they did not make the playoffs actually. But he's done a lot of good. But like leaving your team, and I get that. I'm not really gonna be on LeBron. My whole thing is on the Lakers. But I do think that when that happens in this context, it's hard for me to make Michael Jordan seem like under LeBron James. It makes me think like I don't think Michael Jordan would do that, but I haven't seen him do that.
Yeah.
So it's
and in LA, like everyone just looks at Kobe and they're like Kobe just would ride it out.
Yeah, I mean everyone's always gonna be like Kobe. Always gonna like idolize the guy who everyone's gonna idolize Kobe.
So no LeBron does put himself in a weird position from the beginning where you're not gonna top the Mamba mentality. There's something that LA will always love about that.
Yeah, unless he became like a Clipper or something, but no one becomes a Clipper in the right reason.
So the Clippers are still in it, no?
Yeah, unfortunately, they're still in it against the Mavs. I think they're tied if I'm not mistaken.
Because they're secretly always a pretty good team.
Yeah, 2-2.
But they just don't know how to finish.
Yeah, and usually they get out. Usually they get knocked out of round 2, and I would be really excited if they get knocked out round 1 or round 2. As long as they don't make it to the finals, I'm happy. Like as long as the Clippers don't make it to the finals, I'm okay with it.
That's the biggest thing.
I am fine with the Lakers. It's okay. Like it is what it is. We won the championship last year on Kobe's year, which I'm very happy about. Shout out Frank Vogel. Good enough for me. If they don't make it this year, it is what it is. But if the Clippers go further, I'm flipping nuts and I'm burning the Staples Center down.
Bro, too soon.
Yeah. The Clippers are gonna have to move to the
downtown's
Forum.
Still boarded up. I went downtown this weekend.
Yeah,
it's boarded up still.
They
still think it's protesting down there.
It is to a certain extent. I think the Clippers, Clippers get to get their own state. They get to go to the Forum. You know what I mean? They get to get the fuck out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still not happy about them. Clippers.
Bring the Lakers west side. Bring the Lakers to the Forum. That'd be nice.
No, hell no. You know what's interesting, right, about the Lakers and Clippers rivalry?
Shows how much I know.
I thought it was gonna be way better. I thought they're both gonna make it to the finals. They haven't done it yet. Maybe next year, right? But there's this weird dynamic. I've always thought maybe it was like Illuminati or something. But like if you put AD in front of LeBron James, like literally their numbers are 323, right? Area code of what? Beverly Hills, West LA, right? Okay. The nice area of LA. That's a god honest true story. If you put Paul George in front of yeah. If you put Kawhi Leonard in front of Paul George, that's 213. That's South LA.
Oh, so this is a conspiracy theory.
That's why I'm creating it right now. So that's 213, right? And literally, in their whole thing is branded as like we're the Clippers, like we're the underdogs, right? The South, right? And then like the Lakers, they're branding the Lakers as like you guys are, the Hollywood kings,
bougie bitches,
bougie, yeah, fuck you people, whatever. You guys won everything, so you guys are too high and mighty on your LA Lakers cloud, right. Or whatever.
Like you haven't even been good to your fans. Like you've surpassed even being good to your fans.
Yeah, like
you don't give a shit.
Yeah, like Kim Kardashian's a basketball, right?
But the Clippers are of the people.
Other people, not really.
They don't even like live in nice houses. I bet.
Yeah,
they probably live like
dirty.
Yeah.
They play
Wilshire.
Yeah, they play basketball and when there's like dried gum on the street, like it's disgusting, right? And that's what they portray themselves as.
But they all live in Bel Air.
Even though they're all neighbors, but whatever, right? Anyway, so they're doing this thing, and then like it's funny because like Lakers always they get their own place, and Clippers are they rent out the Staples Center, and it's not even like their home, and then they never can get their own housing back in the South. Like this is actually kind of funny. Like I do think it's a little funny how this whole conspiracy theory is playing out. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, the person on the bottom, the underdog, never makes it out. The South never rises again. And the Lakers always continue to dominate and win.
It's kind of the American dream.
It's kind of the American dream. It's kind of what the world is all about. Like this is normal. So my point is Lakers in 8, and Lakers continue going. Lakers to the championship. Lakers to the moon. So that's all I'm just gonna say about that.
I want to see LeBron win it.
Me too.
I like watching the overdog win it.
Yeah.
Everyone's always looking for the underdog story. I kind of like the overdog
story. Fuck the underdog. Like, we want Golden State Warriors or the Lakers. That's all we want.
Because that's the American dream.
Yeah, and we want Kevin Durant back on either team, like the Lakers or the Golden State Warriors. And we might want James Harden at this rate, too. And we're going to take him. We're going to win again. Like, and because we have all the buying power, because the rich always win. And the people in the South, the Clippers, don't win anything. And that's how the world is supposed to go. So, anyway, so I'm just really pumped about that. Shout out, go Dallas Mavericks. Whoop their ass, and I'm really pumped about this series. So, a little bit about sports, American sports. I'm really into this now. Did you hear about my boy Tito Ortiz?
Tito Ortiz. Oh, well, he's been having a hard week.
He's been having a hard week.
Yeah.
He's been having a hard week. My boy, I guess he resigned from the Huntington Beach City Council.
Oh, it sounded like he was having some steroid flare-ups or right? I think it was some CTE.
Some shit.
Why don't people care about these guys who grew up beating each other's brains in?
Beating each other?
And then 20 years down the road, you say something a little dicey.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh,
how?
Could you imagine? It's like, well, he's been on stage having in full roid rage with the Make America Great Again hat.
Veins popping out of his head.
What did you expect? He's been roid raging. That's why you like the guy.
Yeah.
That's his bit.
This is his whole thing. He's literally fighting motherfuckers, beating them down, and he wants to run for city council governor of Huntington Beach, of all places. Now, if you don't know anything too much about California and Southern California, Huntington Beach is like the Florida of California.
Well, it's the only Republican stronghold.
Only Republican. No. Orange County is the Florida of California, and Huntington Beach is at the heart of it.
Yeah. It's its pulse. It's its heartbeat. Yeah.
Pulse. Yeah. And one of the main Republican strongholds in Southern California, right? In Orange County, Huntington Beach. And this guy, I don't know what he's doing. Whatever. He's trying to run for city. He's probably not doing shit. He's probably just a figurehead or whatever, because no one knows who the other people are. But
right, he's probably running around trying to figure out how to tailor his suits around this fucking
big ass
steroid body.
Yeah, I still fight, right? And he's doing this thing, and he gets some respect or whatever. And sometimes he says something a little racist. And
to be honest with you, I have no idea what he said.
Yeah.
And
what do you say?
I didn't really grow up watching this stuff.
Yeah.
Was he an MMA or a WWE guy? He's an MMA guy, right?
UFC guy.
So he's a real fighter.
Yeah.
He's not a clout chaser.
No. He was very good. Good fights.
He was one of the first guys.
He was one of the first main guys in the UFC promotion that got really popular. Him and at that time he was big with Chuck Liddell, Randy Ortiz,
and you were into
Couture,
this stuff, right?
Yeah, Anderson Silva, and then a lot of those guys back then, back in the early 2010s.
Were you a fan of his?
Oh, no, not really. Well, I mean, he was okay, but I mean, I was a big Anderson Silva fan when I got on UFC. Huge. Shout out Anderson Silva, by the way.
Him and John Cena both look like thumbs.
Thumbs, bro. They should join together and then go say well, sometimes you can't
look
sail past the Taiwan Strait. Sometimes you got to do that.
Tito resigns.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Basically, something's he got caught saying a lot of racist stuff here and there, and he's getting a lot of backlash. A lot of people don't really want him serving on the board of a city.
Was he saying racist stuff to the black community?
No. It just he kept on getting hit with articles saying he was getting shit. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I totally lost it. But it's okay. My point is he was getting shit for just saying a bunch of racist stuff. He resigned. It doesn't matter anymore. But I just think it's a little funny.
Yeah, when we expect people that have been juiced with steroids their entire life that they're not going to say something a little dicey, what do you expect?
It is what it is, you know what I mean? Jake Paul, just wait for it. Logan Paul, just wait for it. Maybe not Logan, but Jake Paul. Just
Logan doesn't seem to be as. I don't know. I think because of the whole like Japanese forest thing, he kind of got his great awakening.
Sure.
Jake probably hasn't had that awakening quite as. It doesn't seem like he's had it as much yet.
Right. Yeah, it happens like that.
You can live through it. I'm excited about these fights, though.
Empowering white supremacy. Been accused of empowering white supremacists due to previous Facebook comments on Black Lives Matter protests ahead of planned Ku Klux Klan rally in Huntington Beach City. Okay.
He planned? No.
I guess he was saying something on comments about a Black Lives Matter protest ahead of a planned Ku Klux Klan rally.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Mayor Pro Tem Tito Ortiz addresses upcoming KKK rally.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Actually, what? I don't have time for this.
But wait,
he didn't fucking say anything.
I don't get it. The whole. I think we swing way too quickly into the KKK thing.
Right, yeah.
Not to say I don't. He might have dropped some N-bombs.
Yeah,
earlier on. So if that's the case, hit us up and tell us.
Right.
I'll leave it in the comments below.
Right.
But when a guy comes out and like denounces stuff right away, he's like, dude, I am not about this KKK thing. I just think we should have like less taxes and and also I think that some of this other stuff maybe got overblown.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
I don't know. He says something about like someone left comments saying actual KKK in California in 2021, and Tito Ortiz says, "Yeah, it's called the Democratic Party." Is what he said.
Oh, he said the KKK is the Democrats.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the biggest thing. Okay, he got he filed for unemployment while he was working as he was already a pro tem manager of the city. Yeah, that's what he got real shit for.
Okay.
Yeah, he filed for unemployment. I mean, that's not good. Okay.
That doesn't work.
That's
hilarious.
That is pretty fucking funny.
That's just a big dummy move.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Ortiz was found selling clothing with the QAnon slogan WWG1WGA, an abbreviation of "Where we go, one we go all." That's weird. So yeah. Anyway, so Tito Ortiz is strange.
The Q always gets a little bit too dragged into white supremacy.
Yeah.
I don't really think that conspiracy theory completely goes there.
No.
It goes like
it's more like
F the whole government. Right?
Yeah, the whole government and everything's confusing and Trump is our leader. That's what he said. But it's not necessarily KKK. No.
Well, that's what's funny about QAnon is, and people on the left are gonna hate this. QAnon is the Antifa of the right. It's just this.
I don't even know what that means, but yeah, sure, I got you.
It's just this ideology of like,
I get you.
They're all against us.
I got you.
Like, and like, what were you expecting?
Right.
And so if you're on the left, you'll be like, yeah, I actually kind of mess with Antifa a little bit. At least I think they, even though they're kind of difficult, they're doing it for the right reasons.
Right.
Where the right kind of will then empathize with QAnon. Who fucking knows?
Yeah,
man?
fucking knows, dude.
These crazy people on the internet talking bullshit, and we're all sitting in the middle going, am I on either side anymore?
Yeah.
It got dicey.
It's weird, man. It's weird. And I'm trying to. Oh, we got some comments coming in. John Cena might not be American anymore, but don't let it distract you from the fact that in 1998, the Undertaker threw mankind off a hell in a cell and plummeted 60 feet through an announcer's table.
And that matters too.
That matters.
Yeah,
very much matters. Yeah,
because as we've always said, as historians, how can you push towards the future if you don't understand the past?
Yeah,
and the man had a career.
Yeah, he definitely did it. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. We made him. We made him an American, and that's the point.
We make our monsters here. We make our own monsters.
We make our monsters, and we send them off to China. So I wonder what's going to happen to Trump at this point, because first of all, Trump's going to go to China if we don't let him back on Twitter. Like we gotta get Trump back on Twitter. Like I wasn't a fan of.
You're so right,
dude. I wasn't a fan of Trump at all. Like I really want to make this point very clear. Like I didn't vote for him, didn't like him, but damn it, was he funny on Twitter? And fuck, and I want him back because I want to hear what he has to say about this shit. Like I'm very curious. You know?
Couldn't they like just turn off his political commentary?
Yeah, like
now this is not a free speech thing. I'm just saying to Facebook, to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, let him tweet.
Just throw off no more politics. But give us the jokes, babe. The 2 a.m.s?
Dude, I want to know it all. Like, I want to know what he like now has to say about like Joe Biden, the Pelosi's. I want to hear it. I want to hear what he has to say. Like, it was pretty interesting. And I don't want to fucking like when he writes like full blown letters and shit and he posted it on his website, like then they make less sense than his tweets. You know what I mean?
Well, he dropped his blog.
Yeah.
So he said he was starting a whole new social media platform.
Right.
He actually only started a blog on his website. Yeah. And it lasted for 29 days.
Son.
Kicked it out because not enough people were following it.
Son, I learned code for 1 day and I know how to write a blog website. Like
But I only have heard that from the liberal media. I don't know if the right has a different idea of what was actually happening there.
Right.
But from my understanding, from the best from the left or whatever, that's what they're telling me.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that, like, you know, we have, like, I feel like we've always been asking for something like that. Like, when Trump came on board, I feel like when Trump came on board, like, before him, we're always like, man, like, I wonder what the president's thinking. Like, I wish we could have, like, a live feed of, like, just what he's thinking.
Like, some transparency.
Don't
we always, like, I'm going to give you transparency. I'm going to give you transparency.
We always been asking for that.
Transparency,
We got all the transparency we can ask for. And then, like, now we're like, where's the transparency, Joe Biden? Why aren't you showing up every couple of days? Like, we need you here every day. Like, we need you to show up at a press conference, all this, and then, like, we got Trump tweeting at 2 a.m. in the morning, full blown what he's thinking, and then instead of like, I get what you're saying, like we're like, no, fuck you, and I'm like, no, like, I want to know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want full letters, I want tweets.
I loved it how like Trump was leading the press conferences for the whole COVID stuff right off the bat,
right?
And then everybody was like, no more,
hell
like,
no,
get Fauci in there, get the health director and stuff,
that was pretty
then
funny.
Once he went behind, they were like, well, where's Trump?
Yeah.
Why is he behind the desk? Blah, blah, blah. And then lead into Biden. Biden, I don't think he even does press conferences.
Barely does.
You never see his face.
No.
Not to say it matters, but it's kind of odd.
Yeah.
That this guy, I mean, it's a weekend at Bernie's. Like, he's just stumbling through.
Yeah.
Someone's always carrying him.
Right. Like Joe Biden shows up to speeches like almost like I show up to speeches. Like just coming in drunk from the next day and like have to fully prepare myself, but forgot my lines, and like we had to make sure you're like, oh god, like we got to make sure the lines are up there, like make sure he reads it word for word, right, word for word, and you're just like, and it's like reading it, and then like that's what Joe Biden is about, and it is what it is. Like he's fine. It is what it is. Whatever.
It feels good because we get a whole political break.
Yeah,
which has been really nice.
Yeah,
but I just a few more 3 a.m. rants.
It's good. And don't get me wrong, I think Joe Biden is fine. I think he's doing whatever he's doing, whatever it is. Most people are vaccinated. It's fine. Actually, come to think of it, what is it? How many?
70% in California are vaccinated. 70%. As far as at least one dose.
One dose, dude. We are at herd immunity in California,
dude. And I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but why can't we all like totally be out now, dude? At 70%, what are we talking about?
100% everything. Open up, stop. My friends went to my sister went to the fucking Disneyland and I had to babysit her dog because I'm like, yo, like, no, like, and she was like, the mask and everything. I'm like, and they're vaccinated already. I'm like, no, get to that bitch, have fun, fast pass, whatever. And I watch dog, I don't really care. But like, you know, they still have to go through all these like COVID protocols. I'm like, yo, like, we're 70%. Most people that go to Disneyland, if you're not vaccinated, like, that's a fuck you. That's your problem.
The most hilarious thing about the vaccine thing with me is you'll have people that are vaccinated, and then they're saying, I need to get vaccinated to be able to protect them. And I'm like, if you trusted your vaccine so much, maybe then I would start trusting putting the vaccine in me.
Damn straight.
A little bit more.
Damn straight.
But I had COVID, so it doesn't matter, and people try to tell me that it does. I don't think it does. Yeah. Sorry. But, dude, it's hilarious. I'm happy everything is opening. It feels so good.
Right.
But at 70%, I feel like we can
ramp this shit up.
Like, just get it rocking.
Ramp this shit up. We got comments coming in saying Disneyland was dope at 25% capacity. Yeah, like
that could be that. Hey, maybe
because maybe less people, faster lines.
Funnel cake.
You can get fast pass. It is what it is. The curly-headed overlord is in the building.
Oh, hello.
The curly-headed overlord. Hello.
She's out here.
Yeah, curly-headed overlord. So people are online. They want to watch. They want to see who the curly-headed overlord is. They want to know? Can the curly-headed overlord show her face very quickly? Because she might pop up if we start talking about some shit. So curly-headed overlord, please bless us with your presence. Oh God, okay. Bless us with your presence, please.
Oh, she's in here.
Yeah. So now that she's here, let's talk about Iraq. No, I'm kidding.
You want to talk about Iraq? You want to talk about
So we're just talking about John Cena not being an American anymore. And my phone went unlocked right now. Oh my god. We're talking about all these people like just totally like not being Americans. And we're talking about the next topic. Coachella is finally back. And we're very excited about this because we're talking about how like coronavirus is going everywhere and actually before we start our Coachella talk, let's read the rest of our comments. We got Lions move fast as a boy. Yeah, I want to check that out with Disneyland. Because same politicians are power hungry. Yeah, fuck these politicians. Fuck Gavin Newsom. I'm running for governor very soon, and I'm gonna beat Caitlyn Jenner. So, Coachella is back.
Are you transitioning too?
Yeah, I'm transitioning. I'm growing. I'm cutting off my dick. And actually, maybe not.
But we are taking money from Caitlyn Jenner's campaign right now.
Right.
So that is a disclaimer.
Yeah.
That there's political money involved in this podcast as we speak.
Yeah.
They're paying for this rent.
Paying.
So just want to get that out there.
Yeah.
I wish.
I think I'm gonna do that thing where like I don't want to cut off my dick, but I would like to grow a vagina under my taint. You know what I mean? Like I want to have both, and so like I can in theory I can either fuck myself or fuck anybody I want. So I think it's gonna be great. So Coachella is back. So I want to do this before Coachella, by the way. I'm really excited. Are you guys going? I guess like you fucking idiot.
One, I don't know when it is.
April 16th to the 22nd.
Oh wow, she's going
next year. Oh, that's a long time.
Wait, no. Wait, that's when?
That's long ass time. Yeah. Why the fuck? Why the fuck did you even announce it?
The tickets go out. The pre-tickets go out on June 4th. So this Friday, you can start buying tickets.
Yeah, but what are we talking?
If this isn't in next August, year, like what the fuck are we talking?
Next topic.
You can do you could do prepaid, like you can do monthly payments on your tickets starting June 4th. I think
monthly, son. If you got to do monthly payments on tickets to Coachella, should you even go to Coachella? Like it, because I mean, we're doing monthly payments on refrigerators now.
Poor people should be able to go have fun too. Okay.
But I bet
everyone can put up all the money up front.
I bet you, if someone is paying monthly for Coachella, that means they're paying like monthly for something like a couch or something like they have to pay like monthly to that one company to get their fucking electronics and computers.
Yeah, but that's exactly who you want to party with. That's the person you want next to you. Yeah, they're exactly. Living for that.
Living for the every moment, hour by hour. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. I don't want somebody who's able to just like pay the fast track.
No.
I want to be in the grid.
Yeah, you don't want people that fucking has their shit together. Fuck no. That's what it fucking look like. Oh my god. Hey, I hope Nicolas Cage doesn't steal that lady because she's a national.
Oh. Quick with it. We got fans in the place.
We got curly-headed overlord is being eyeballed by Reddit right now. Reddit is looking. The whole internet is looking right now. They're like, yo. The curly-headed overlord is a national treasure. He said, Swamp Crotch said.
Whoa, is that what his name is? Swamp Crotch?
Swamp Crotch. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Lulu in here. She is the curly-headed overlord.
Curly-headed overlord.
Soon to be probably nicknamed the thumbnail.
Yeah.
The what?
The thumbnail.
The thumbnail of all of our videos.
Okay, I get it.
You count. So yeah, so we're really excited. So I don't care about Coachella happening next year anymore. Like I'm not coming in April. Like what the fuck? Like I thought it was gonna be in the summertime. I don't want shit like if it's not like if it's not like open air. Like I want like fucking hot desert drugs. Like I want the whole bit.
That's what Coachella is.
But it's happening in April. Like it's too cold.
No. But it's Palm Springs. That's the thing. In Palm Springs.
Oh, it's still pretty warm.
It's still Palm Springs all year round.
Yeah. But
I'm just not here to celebrate a news headline that's talking about some. Congrats. Thank God, April's still happening.
Next year.
That means that concerts are coming back. They're creeping their way back. That's the biggest concert.
Yeah. So we have somebody coming into the building. Hold up, give us 1 second. He might be here in just one moment.
We have a guest, y'all.
We'll be here pretty late. We're gonna try to go to a show at like 9. Why?
1 second.
Probably like.
1 second, y'all. We're coming back. Coming back.
There's very important people on the phone.
Very important.
Very, very important people on the phone. Very, very.
We told them.
We could just chat on the phone though. What you're saying? You're okay. Yeah, let's just chat on the phone later if that works. If not, I'll see you.
Okay. Yeah, just
tell Benji. Hurry up, Benji. We need you.
He's not coming.
He's not coming.
He might.
Okay, so that on the phone was someone that was supposed to which we need to convince. Actually, we needed him here with the curly head over to convince him to essentially produce a podcast, for goodness sake. I mean, so we're going to lure him, our Reddit viewers, into consistently making our podcast great again. So,
well, you can't say those words in the same front.
Yeah, I canceled
Make Smart and Mild great again.
Yeah, I just canceled our show.
Crazy.
I just canceled our show.
But you can see that we had technical issues
sometimes,
but that's why we're getting surrounded by the right people.
The right people, yeah.
Taking this thing to the moon.
Yep.
And with episodes that we have coming out like on Friday.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
It's gonna be so pimped out you won't even believe. Like, and we're growing like crazy. And
yeah, you better watch out.
So we're just really pumped about that. So that's coming very soon. We're sorry about that call to our Reddit listeners. So YouTube listeners, you won't even hear that in the first place. So whatever.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen to our YouTube listeners, but on Reddit it did happen. So April is summer in California. Come on, man. Dude, I know. I lived here my whole life. I get it. Sick of these 9-month summers. Yeah, I know. They're very fucking horrible. First of all, yeah, in California, it actually is pretty much hot, even in December. Like,
except right now in June when we have June gloom.
Except for now,
June
right?
gloom.
That's because the weather gods are like, you get good weather all year long. So
right.
when other people get good weather, you're getting all the shit weather.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah. That's why I asked you. Like, I was like, when is your birthday the other day? Because I was like, I remember partying at the beach. And I was like, wasn't it like
October
decently recently?
That's global warming pushing everything back.
Yeah.
Global warming.
Yeah.
See,
that's why I'm trying to say, Ilhan Omar, Bernie Sanders, chill out a little bit with the global warming thing. It has its perks.
Yeah.
No.
I just dunked myself in the water last night. Kind of nice. It was probably I don't even know what it was.
We still need to push for freaking.
I'm just saying, but we could have some pretty dope summers.
Yeah.
Control, y'all. We can all do something to help slow things down a little bit.
We have summers in California, so no one else can. Like, it's great. You know what I mean? Like, we have winters in June, so people cannot have winters at all. Like, global warming is working in Southern California benefit. Like, it's great.
SoCal, baby. LA, what's good?
Shout out. And that's why I was getting ready to say something horrible. So that's why everyone's moving here, including everyone. So,
but also people are moving out.
Yeah,
because LA is closed.
Yeah.
So COVID.
The only cool people are staying.
COVID.
So you don't do those things. So Costco is back with the samples, y'all. Costco is back. Finally. Everything opening up, and fucking finally, it's time to get fat again, y'all.
What?
I am so fucking hyped. Son, I used to go there to Costco like when I was really hungry, and I'm like, son, free food.
Yeah.
What's good?
Dude, we're like walking distance to a Costco now.
Word.
Yeah.
Like,
walking distance.
We don't spend any more money on any food anymore. We just walk up in that bitch, like, find the lady with the thing on her head, and then be like, yo, like, what's good with the pizza sticks, and then like eat yourself cheese and meats, and it's great.
Cheese and meats and beans and
those little little pasta things.
That is crazy because I was there this weekend and I was looking at this lady who had like some artichoke dip standing in front of her,
right,
being like, you know how this works?
You can serve me that.
And she's just like, hey, would you like some artichoke dip? There's some right here if you'd like some.
Buy it.
Like, that's not how this works.
No.
You're not. And so why did they even have little sample stands out when the samples weren't happening?
No. They want you to just look at it. They want you to see it, visualize it, but you cannot touch.
That was happening at Costco. They're just like the ladies were out and they're like with the nets on their hair and they're like,
she'd be like,
here, show you, but they don't give you the food.
With the cart.
Yep.
Yeah, with the net,
that's
with
so
the
ridiculous.
apron, with the this is artichoke.
No sample, like little.
No crackers.
Son.
No little heating tray.
The worst type of tease ever.
Son, yeah. Imagine you're like, yo, like I have a purpose in life. Like I just got this job. Like, yo, like I serve food to the people. Like I give people smiles and shit, and like I'm pumped about it. I get to go to work, and pandemic happens, and you show up to work, and they're like, yo, I need you to pull up with your cart and pull up with your hairnet, and you ain't serving shit. Like I need you to look at these motherfuckers. Well, and you're like, here's the dip, and you're like, but you can't have none. It's right here. Buy it.
Well, now that lady can kind of finally feel like the DirecTV guy or the person who's selling the knives.
Yeah.
You're like looking at him like, fuck you.
Yeah, you can't try it.
Where's the dips?
Yeah, those knives are pretty slick though.
Yeah. I mean, they're nice. And I used to be a direct guy, so you don't hate on the boy. And I used to sell that shit in Costco. He'd be like, yo, like, you want to try it? How many channels do you have?
That guy?
I was that guy, and I was like,
I do not want to buy knives from you, dude.
No, the direct TV guy. I was waiting, but they actually owned by the same company. True story. Anyway, so anyway, and I was in the So anyway, I'll be in the aisle, and we'll go to the table, and it'll be like, you know, I literally ask people, it's like, so what kind of channels do you watch? I swear. And then he'd be like, oh, yeah, ESPN, HBO, whatever. And like you just like anyone who answers the question, the whole thing what you do is this thing called like a turnaround. I forgot what it's actually called. So like,
you like plan these things out.
You know, we totally plan this thing in their sales meetings every morning on every Wednesday. And we would be like, hey, so you say, hey, what kind of channels do you watch? People like, oh, HBO, oh, and they go, come check out what we got. And you just turn around and walk to the table. That's all you do. And they fucking follow you. And that's what they do, because they're like, then you're like, so the customer's like,
sheep.
The customer's like, so where are you going? And he's like, I'm going to my table to show you what channels you watch and what we got. And
it's a little different now because everyone's like, Netflix, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And I don't even know what channels there are anymore.
Yeah, no. And that's what started happening when I started working there. And that's why I quit, because I was like, yeah, listen, like I got Amazon Fire Stick. Like, what are you, like, I don't.
Unlocked.
Unlocked. No, I swear. They were like, sound like I got the Roku Fire Stick. I got the Kubi Unlock shit. And I got everything. Like, what are you even talking to me about? And I'm like.
It's like, I got 1,000 games of soccer on tonight, boy.
For free.
What are you talking about?
For free. And I'm like, son, like, do you want to pay $130 to watch HBO and maybe some Cinemax? Like, are you sure?
You should have like brought one out of your pocket and be like, honestly, if you don't know about this, get out.
Get the fuck out. So you know, it is what it is. Like, and those markets are still, you know, shout out to the people that are still doing it. And you know, Costco is still selling samples, so it's giving away samples, and that's what the whole point of this is about. So we're really
excited. Or without samples, Costco gets it.
Costco's lit.
They get it. They give their workers a fair pay, health insurance. They take care of their people.
Yep.
They're
always clean. The bathrooms are clean. Always.
Good job, Costco.
Which is great.
Good job.
You know what I love about Costco too? I like it how sometimes you don't even have to take everything out the cart.
Yeah.
They just like, no, we got you.
Yeah.
Whole cart goes over here, person over there. Love that.
Son, and they just scan your shit when it's in the cart. Like, no stress, son.
You better ask if I want a box, okay? Because I want a box.
Oh, that is a huge problem. They sometimes just let you out with that cart. Stockpiled cart. And then they're like, go do with it as you like. You're like, we need garbage bags.
Damn, that's tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, they be doing that to you. It depends on what Costco you go to. Costco I go to back in the suburbs, they give you a box no matter what. They're not box hating. They pass it out.
You gotta ask for box. We're in Venice.
They're box hoarding. They're box hoarding. Yeah, I mean.
It's about the environment.
I mean, due to the fact that the boxes do end up on the streets, I get that actually now that I think about it. But
you are one of those guys.
It is what it is, huh?
You are one of those guys.
I put the box in the street?
No, I'm just saying that you're hyper environmentalist.
Oh no, I'm yeah. I put that bitch in the recycle bin.
Yeah, you are that Venice person.
Oh, son.
Where it's like this because I keep on throwing our batteries out, and he's like,
Argh. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm like, you put this shit, take it to the fucking battery recycle bin. I'm like, yo, like recycle, save the earth, save the planet. I know our earth is already fucked, but do your part, all right? It's Jesus. So drive a Prius, okay? You drive a Jeep, so yeah, I get to get on you.
His car's name is Elon Pepper. If you see it driving around.
Word. Due to the fact that I cannot afford a full electric car, so I got a Prius. So I'm really excited about that. Costco's giving away samples. I'm really just excited, just be there, like stoned as balls, and just like walk around with pleasure and just have whatever snack I want and leave without paying a dime. With air conditioning, that is the best case scenario you can have, and with clean bathrooms, so and free water. Oh my god, like Costco's the best, yo, the best. I mean,
just be sitting there with your mask,
and just stoned as hell, looking at the TVs.
Yeah, so how is that gonna work now?
You pull down.
Yeah.
Chew. Pull up.
Yeah.
That's what they try to do in LA right at the start.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, this
ain't working. This ain't working. Yeah. Or like you put on your mask when you walk through the restaurant and make sure you
Have you seen one of those people at the restaurant
with the mask on?
With the mask and the chew and
such idiots.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I hope they stay that way. In 5 years, I just want to see. It's
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
There will be those people still out there.
Oh my god.
Yo, 100%. Dude, I saw people double mask spraying Lysol into their masks, okay? And they're vaccinated. I swear to God. It was they're vaccinated, they're wearing double masks, and they're spraying Lysol into their masks because they came anywhere in contact with you. I'm like, okay, yeah, fine. You solved somewhat coronavirus, but giving yourself cancer doesn't solve it.
No,
so,
did you know that they're saying now that the vaccine potentially has the cure to different cancers in it?
Son.
That's real.
Those are rumors.
I mean,
they're saying that the vaccine. This is from an educated person that I wasn't able to fact check, and I haven't. Yeah. They told me that the vaccine has the framework to be able to build upon different cures for cancer, and the fact that you're not going to have to do the common flu vaccine anymore. Yes.
Those are different, right?
Well, they're saying the jury is still out, but there's a few cancers, and that this vaccine is going to cure the common cold.
Right. So I guess the Pfizer vaccine solves everything. No, matter of fact, the AstraZeneca vaccine solves everything. All in one. This
same person was telling me that if we do not get India 90% vaccinated, LA won't be able to fully open. So it's a difficult conversation.
I actually believe that because wait till the flights start rolling in, and like Air India, like and then he's totally fucked. No, in all seriousness.
But disclaimer, that whole conversation was probably bullshit.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, the India variant is totally different than all the other variants, and it could totally fuck us all up. Dead serious. So I
can tell you from firsthand experience. I was really into Anthony Bourdain when I went over to India.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for a month and a half, and we were helping out at the school.
Yeah.
But we were also really into finding the whole drive-ins, diners, and dives in India.
Right. Oh God. Yeah.
So we ended up finding this hole in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It was you're in this normal open market.
Yeah.
And they dug out underneath the floorboards of an open market a space where you could dine. And so about as high as this stand, which is this high off the table, they were washing the chicken that we just ordered. And then the plates were right under it.
Right.
That then we're going to get hand scrubbed.
Nice.
I was so sick after that meal.
Yeah.
24 hours. It was when Pandora was still lit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had Pandora radio with, I think I just flashed my credit card. But anyways, with Pandora Radio with Taylor Swift on repeat.
Yeah.
Only way I got through it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even like her, but for some reason that was the only voice that helped me get through that. So they already have wild shit over there.
Yeah.
And the kids that ate it with me were like, that was nothing.
Yeah, this is just
their immune systems are totally different.
Yo, their immune system is racked up, son. They come over here to America and be like, son, we don't need any vaccine. Who else we got? Come Guzzler 768, almost one number off, says hi. Well, I'm glad everyone else is so calm. I'm ready to declare war on my own government.
Interesting.
I get it. I don't know what to say to that.
I would just say try playing video games first. I think you can get some of that energy out. But it's dicey.
I would say
we're gonna survive this. This is not the craziest time in the world.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to think.
Yeah.
We will survive.
I would say drive some go-karts. Go-karts. I in all seriousness, I like racing go-karts because you have no choice but to focus or you're gonna hit the wall. So in that moment, in a couple of minutes, you're just focusing on what you're doing. Seriously.
Go-kart camp.
Go-kart camp. So we're lit about that. Go-kart camp. Shout out to Smart Miles. We're gonna be big about that. So speaking of declaring war on our own government. I was ready for war before COVID. I get it. There's people out there that are building bunkers and shit you're talking about.
We do need those people.
You do need a couple of bunkers.
I appreciate y'all.
You do need a couple of bunkers. We got mad comments coming in. Let's read some of these before we go to the next topic. I weirdly ended up in a restaurant in Malaysia with a guy Fieri,
nice.
A couple of years ago, and he was literally the nicest person who joined us. So I won't stand for Fieri slander. You know what? In all seriousness, no. Let's talk about that because I don't get why everyone fucking hates Guy Fieri.
Well, he has a similar appeal to you. He makes you There's something. You feel something.
That's weird. Right? That made me feel offended. What?
No, but we were just talking about that.
Okay.
Where people are like, okay, Cam's here. We know that.
Right.
So when that guy enters the room with the hair,
right,
you know he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little star power.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah. So like either that you really like him or you really fucking hate him. Like,
it's like
fuck this guy.
There's something happening in somebody's soul where they're like, I don't know what I'm feeling, but they just drive one direction with it.
One is very.
It's actually a good thing to have. It's called star power.
Yeah. Polarizing star power nonetheless. Yeah.
Because if too many people are taking, if everyone likes you from the start,
that's weird.
You become Bill Cosby.
Oh,
you know, it gets dicey.
That's weird, because then you think everyone likes you, and then oh god,
or you're Michael Jackson and you're peeking in a baby butthole.
Yeah, and then you're like, everyone likes me, so of course I can slip a drug in their drink. They're gonna, oh god. So yeah, calm down.
Back to Guy Fieri.
Drives and dines. Great. I think it's a great show.
Love that show.
And by the way, how many people have copied that show since then on Netflix, Amazon Prime? All these that one guy, like, they're like, let's go check out restaurants and talk about. I mean,
it's one of our pastimes. Everybody in the world loves to just learn about food. Yeah, food porn is out there.
It's great.
Sex sells.
I love food porn. It's the greatest thing ever. So, but I want to continue to talk about what did it say? Okay, whatever. Anyway, so one thing I want to talk about, actually, speaking of a delivery, I want to talk about to you because the coronavirus lottery, okay? The coronavirus lottery is going so wild. Hey, yo, West Virginia is getting a lottery out for either $1 million or fucking AR-15s. They literally, anyone
you can win a gun, baby.
Yo, son, they're so desperate for people to get their fucking vaccine. They're willing to give them a gun. Like, son, they're like, yo, we would give y'all fucking war weapons.
And I think you can choose between $1 million or a gun. And everyone's just like, I'll take the gun.
And I just first of all, even the idea of like a vaccine lottery, like, what are we fucking doing? This is not like the Hunger Games, and they're just.
That's why that's the thing. I'm not a hater, but when you're starting to get paid to do stuff, it just feels weird.
It feels so weird.
Why is it $1 million lottery available,
son?
What is going on
in West Virginia? And people in West Virginia are like, fuck yeah, like I got him, and they're like, or give me a gun. Like, I don't mind getting vaccinated for a gun. Like,
I think they're doing that intentionally, right? I think they're identifying that the people that like guns or owns guns are not getting those vaccines.
It's West Virginia. It's West Virginia. Dude, I would even put in $1 million guns
or free tattoo,
barbecue grills, and free tattoos, and a fucking Chevy Silverado. Like, I get it. Like, it is what it is. Or
a four-wheeler.
A
four-wheeler actually would sell better.
Listen, I get it. I don't want to talk crap about another state without talking crap about mine. Listen, here in California, what would they do in the California lottery? What would they do? Botox, right? It have to be $5 million. The $1 million won't be shit.
We're like, buddy, we got debt.
You got fucking Mercedes-Benz C-Class or something, right? And then, like, I don't know, like, what else? Like, what? Like so
actually, like, really though, they're doing
gift cards, a trip to the meditation studio. Like, I get it. Like,
yoga studio stuff.
Yeah, it would be like something stupid, right? And I get it. So, like, I don't want to say one state is whatever. So
we all got our problems.
In West Virginia. They give guns. So vaccine lottery.
But that's the thing.
Yeah,
we keep on expecting people to trust some bullshit.
Not
to say the vaccine's bullshit.
Yeah.
But the government, and sometimes the way that people expect us to just, like, I can't really tell you what this is, but
yeah.
If all of this stuff, it's the same people that, like, were told to eat eggs, and then now eggs are unhealthy.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to drink milk, and now you're like, it's bad if you drink milk.
Right.
And then you were supposed to use plastic bags instead of paper, and now you're supposed to use paper.
Yeah.
It just gets confusing for a person like myself, who's definitely, like, a little bit Neanderthal.
Yeah.
So if you spun me around too many times, I get scared and I just sit down.
Right.
And I think that's what's happened in the U.S.
I get it.
Like, I don't know where to go. Sit down.
I don't know where to go. And this is why I think most people should get vaccinated, right? Like, I think you should, because you're already listening to your government anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know most people said they hated it at first and then they got vaccinated, whatever. And they listen. But get vaccinated, because if you feel that way, you should, And the next thing that comes about when I become president, right? And I'm telling you to just abolish all democracies and listen to me, then you guys will listen, and I'll have most of the people helping run and be in support of me when I become president, because there's so many people that are just hearsay sheep, and I get it. It's fine. I appreciate y'all, and that's why I'm running for president of the United States.
My favorite thing is Ted Cruz.
Right.
So Ted Cruz came out. He was like, "Look, your boss, the government, no one should tell you that you have to take the vaccine or what to do with your body." And I'm like,
yeah,
this is the same guy that's trying to make abortions
illegal.
A criminal act.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, so when it comes to the vaccines, the government can't tell you, but when it comes to women, the government can tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ted Cruz.
Or he's trying to save babies, but
babies, yeah. But I do. First of all, now that I think about this, so we were looking up the vaccines earlier today, right?
They really want to save babies. They would save the actual babies who are alive, who aren't needing help.
That's real. That's the most important.
That is very real. That is very real.
The thousands of babies, millions of babies are growing up in poverty, are growing up, in horrible circumstances, or growing up hungry. What about all those kids? It's like,
yeah.
Actually, nobody gives a fuck about those kids.
Right.
When it really comes down to it.
No one gives a fuck. It's so sad. We got comments coming in.
We care.
We got the Prime Minister of the UK has been accused for the former chief advisor of killing tens of thousands of people with his ignorance and indecision. What for what because what happened? Why? Because of the vaccine? I don't know why. What happened? Use reusable bags. It's just easier to use, and get vaccinated. It's called hedging your bets if you want to. No, I get it. I 100% get it. Use reusable bags. It's easier to get vaccinated. Call Okay, so listen. I think you should get vaccinated. I think you should hedge your bets, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say if I'm vaccinated or not, but obviously I'm gonna be safe, right? It is what it is. Make sure you take an immunity boost, take zinc or whatever, your medicines and stuff, and then try your best. If you want to get vaccinated, get vaccinated. I think everyone that thinks they should be vaccinated fucking should. I don't know who Dominic Cummings is, but whatever. Oh, that must be the guy, UK Prime Minister. So I think it's really pumped about it. So hold on, we have another topic. Oh, so West Virginia is doing the Corona lottery. I think that's gonna be dope. What was I gonna say? Corona lottery and then something else. I'm losing my train of thought.
I could only remember the giving people guns. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, giving people guns.
It should be an ATV.
It should. I mean, it should be ATV. So, I just really think that everyone should get vaccinated. That should, because whatever.
Do it.
So
and trust it. Trust it. I can be unmasked around you.
Trust it. So, I think that our score went down by a lot for some reason. Right when we talk about vaccinated or something so serious, everyone.
I feel like Reddit's probably not about the vaccine, bro.
No, I don't think so. And
I think Reddit's probably a little bit more my way, and you're saying vaccine, go get it, and everyone's like, dude, shut the up.
But I don't want to go too loud on the fact that what I really think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're going all John Cena.
I'm going on John Cena on this. Because listen, if you want to hear what I really think about it, come to our comedy show, because you will really hear what I really think about the vaccine. In the first thing I say. So I think you should come to our comedy shows. So check us out. So one thing I really want to talk about, last thing I want to talk about is we've been going too hard. We've been going too hard in the paint, in the drinking. We're taking a chill pill, for God's sake, because I'm getting a little too drunk. I'm forgetting things. I think I became about 2% dumber since your party. I'm sorry. And I want to regain that brain power back.
Right. And then I started the year as a sober year.
Yep.
And then I was coaxed into a few wine nights.
Right.
And then I was coaxed into my birthday party.
Right. And then a couple other things.
I'm back in sober year.
Yes.
That initiated on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Sober year has began again.
Yeah.
I had a month hiatus.
Sure.
For good reason.
Good reason.
So now I got to go deeper into February to get, lock up a year.
Yeah.
But this is where we're at. We're back on it. Because I think Bert Kreischer said it best. Sobriety would be easier if it didn't have to be so consistent.
Yeah.
It has to be consecutive. That's where it gets a little harder.
It's difficult.
I still want my token.
Yeah. I feel like, but it's up. Anyway, I'm going alcohol sober with you.
How long are you going?
I think I need to chill. I really genuinely chill. I need to chill for at least. I need to chill for at least 2 months.
2 months
at minimum.
So get in this with us. We need Reddit. Come on, everybody.
Minimum. Yeah. So because I need to what happens is I realize when I detox my body from full alcohol, I literally get healthier, better. My brain works better, all this stuff. and I kind of need my brain right now because a lot's going on.
Yeah, we got good things happening. And we need to get better because of we're busy. So I need to do that. Now it's extremely difficult for me to quit cannabis. We've had this discussion many times. I try to go sober with you. Impossible. I genuinely tried as hard as I possibly could. Didn't work. But I'm gonna need. Not even Zelda could save you.
Zelda couldn't say. I'm gonna need a pastor with me 24/7 to cancel weed, and he can't even like look away at 1 second. Like I will be the motherfucker that I am to what a meth addict is to weed. Like I will always get my hands on weed somehow. Like it's crazy. So
and that's a dangerous thing in California.
It is a dangerous thing in California because it's so readily available.
I'm so happy I can't do weed.
Yeah,
it's kind of a blessing.
Yeah, and when I first started smoking weed, I couldn't do weed, so like then whatever. So like now I'm like so in it, and it is what it is. But like I just anyway. So I gotta hold on to that for a little bit longer. Okay. It's funny. I talked to this one minister yesterday, and he let's talk about this on the pod because basically I asked him, I was like, growing up, in a Christian household, what do you if someone like, and I basically explained my situation. I was like, basically like, what do you think about if someone who actually believes in God and consumes cannabis, right? Oh. And what do you like if it has helped? I basically said if it has helped me in my walk in life, do you think that this is a bad thing? That's basically what I asked, right? And he basically said that and he did this like I hate when people like two-step me and they get like so far ahead and I'm like fuck. And he basically said like, listen, like he said like a sin is a sin, and once you know something is like bad, then you are now convicted, and once you do it after that, it's on you. And he basically he locked me up because I was like, yeah, but I kind of want to smoke in like an hour. And then he's like, yeah, like, but he basically said like, listen, like I don't know, like he basically said like that wouldn't be a good idea,
right?
And it is what it is. But like to be frank, I did smoke a few hours later. But and I told God I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I am sorry, and I am. It just is what it is. I gotta. He made me this way. He gotta accept who I am.
I really think it really comes down to more personal stuff,
personal level.
Like where does it take you? How mind altering is it?
Yeah.
And where does your conscience go?
Yeah.
With that space. So it's like if you feel like that's tugging on your soul, back off.
Yeah.
That's probably where it's at. If it's not, okay.
Yeah, I feel like it was at one point, but then like I overrode it and overrode it and overrode it and overrode it. And I think I overrode it like 10 times to the point where I don't even hear it anymore.
So maybe you're a little callous and you want to walk it back.
I think I'm like real thick in the callous. But it is what it is. So anyway, so we have a few more comments before we head out. Let's see. Here's an education so the rest of the world lives. Okay. Look at this comment. I think a black man fully backing and endorsing the taking the COVID vaccine is good and helpful to the vaccine movement for the black community. I think that if you want to know what I think about the vaccine, you should come to our comedy shows. Yeah. Is it so? Honestly, it's like the ground. What is it? Honestly, it's from the ground and it makes you nap or generally enjoy the things you have already enjoyed more. I'm Lutheran, we'd allow it. Yeah, because in all seriousness, I do like let's be frank on this podcast. Let's be frank. So like I it is what it is. I started smoking weed in high school, and then like I didn't really smoke it too much as time went on. Then I started kind of catching on. When I started working in insurance, my boy Tim, he's such a fucking pothead, and I was just with him and hanging out with him, and we did good work. We made it happen. But like I started hanging out with him, and that's probably turned me into a fucking pothead myself, and it really gets locked in. But anyway, I just listen. I've tried other things. I've tried other things in the past.
Right.
Other recreational drugs or whatever. I'm not really too interested in other drugs other than cannabis. It is what it is because I think it's the most calmest, cleanest, best thing I can do while continuing to live my best normal life. Actually, in progressing rather than regressing. Right. If you do it too much, you can totally regress. I totally understand that.
Right.
But I think if you can have something that you can help like calm my nerves, if I can calm my nerves, I have very high nerves, as you can tell if anyone's listening, to calm me back down. Like this is what I'm getting ready to do after this show. Because how do you think I'm gonna sleep after yelling all this time and drinking coffee and I got lights in my face? What do you think this is? So you take this stuff to like really bring it back is my point. So
yeah.
So I don't know. That's why I feel about
That's why it's a personal journey.
Yeah.
I think you need to like look back into your own space and say, does this work for me or does this not?
Yeah.
I've met people where it doesn't. I've met people where it seems to be fine.
Yeah.
And I don't believe it says that much in the Bible about it.
Yeah.
God seems to be having more of an issue when it interrupts your relationship with God,
right,
and with your community and with yourself,
right.
And so that really ends up becoming a self-reflection because I think negative thoughts can be just as a sin as what could be is some action like smoking pot.
Totally.
So whatever.
If I lust after a woman, isn't that the same sin as essentially fucking taking a toke in my fucking?
If you allow yourself to continue go there and you know that's wrong.
Yeah. So I'm saying like I'm like listen, like I think to a certain level. Listen, I'm not the best Christian, of course not. It is what it is. I think at a certain level, you kind of got to accept who you are and live the life. You got to have your own personal journey and have a connection to your friends, family, and your whoever your God is. Okay. So anyway, that's just my thing. I didn't mean to end it on a sad note. Well, not a sad note. And it ended on a low note. But that's basically that's our smart mile for today.
That's a smart mile.
That's a smart mile for today.
Live from LA. Thank you all for coming out. Listening.
Live from LA, dude. He said, "Fuck a vaccine." Listen, I love our Reddit audience today. Our Reddit audience, you guys were freaking awesome. I love you guys so much. Come check out our Smart and Mild YouTube, Instagram. We're growing like crazy, and we're gonna have a good time. We have a big episode dropping on Friday. A big special guest. Really pumped about it, and it's gonna help grow us as a community and as a big podcast because we're gonna be the leaders, motherfuckers. So we love you. We come check us out. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music,